Alright, so this will be a rather interesting experience to say the least, and I'll show you why at the end of the video, but welcome to Alan's Psychedelic Journey. Let's begin, shall we? Alan had always been a curious lad. As a child, he used to constantly find himself in trouble because of his curiosity. But even when he grew up, he didn't want to get rid of his defining characteristic. Because, you know, great things await those who know to look for them. One day, Alan's curiosity found himself in a large forest, and while nosing around for anything of interest, he came to an entrance to a dungeon that might have looked scary to anyone else. But Alan was only interested by it. Cool, he thought, so that's, misspelt whatever, as he blindly entered the dungeon, not having the patience to let his eyes get used to the dim light. I wonder what kind of secrets this place hides. Alright, so let's press enter here. So, welcome to Alan's psychedelic journey. You can basically press F1 or H or question mark to get help. And this dungeon smells like mushrooms! So, I'll note that this is basically one of the entries from the 70URL that I decided I was not going to basically spotlight because, well, there's not a whole lot basically to this game, but we'll basically show it off as we get to that. So, first things first, let's just press question mark here. And guide Alan on his journey through the dungeon and try to keep him alive by avoiding eating mushrooms and other edible things you might find on the way. Alan is not a fighter, so you should avoid any monsters you might see. Drink beer to replenish yourself, but don't get too drunk, or you'll be running at the walls. And look out for bottles of booze. They might have really unusual effects. There are also rumors about a secret level in the dungeon, if you just know where or how to look for. So, yes, it's psychedelic, but whatever. We basically move with the arrow keys. There's no diagonal movement. Numpad also works if you have the num lock on, so we'll try that in a moment. Basically, like H question mark or F1 to show help, Q to quick game, M to basically display a message memory. Basically have greater than or less than, I'm not really sure which one it is, or enter to climb down, L to look, space to wait, D to drink if you have something to drink. Alright, so you see a red mushroom right here, you see a pink mushroom right there, you see a small green mushroom here, and we see a red mushroom here. And yeah, the numpad's working just fine, so that's great. Let's get a look here. How do you get out of it? Do you press escape? It's like, oh, you have to press Q to quit. Okay, well, that's fine. Alright, so, I'll note that the idea here is you want to basically avoid these mushrooms. So, you come upon a delicious looking small red mushroom. You should probably be careful with mushrooms, since Alan likes them to the point of obsession. He might have a taste of them, no matter how red and spotted they might be. So, basically be careful of mushrooms, because, Alan likes to basically eat them if you're not careful. We basically have our first time warning, but, whatever. Alright, so, as you can basically see, there's basically mushrooms blocking our path. So we have to basically cross these mushrooms in order to go further. So, you come upon a delicious looking small pink mushroom. Yum! Wow! Everything's so full of colors. So yeah, basically the idea of the mushrooms that they basically give you these quirky effects like this. So now we're basically starting to experience the psychedelic journey this guy's basically gonna go on. There's nothing to note down here, so let's go this way. So we got ourselves a red mushroom. You come upon a delicious looking small red mushroom, so I guess we avoid that, and that's nice. There's a green one over here, so we'll avoid it. That's great. So it's basically he'll eat any mushroom if he comes in contact with it, so you have to watch out for that. There's basically a large red mushroom right here. Note by the way, there's this large and there's basically small. So, we have basically different colors basically for each mushroom. So there's a bottle of beer. We'll pick it up, and you come upon a delicious looking small green mushroom. Yum! What? The walls are moving. So yeah, I'm not the idea like, this mushroom basically confuses you, so you're basically confused as opposed to, like, what you're doing here. So you come upon just looking large red mushroom, you have a vision. So now you got visions. Note, by the way, that because, like, it basically gives us visions, these mushrooms, you have to be very careful of what they basically do to you, because basically, like, you won't necessarily remember things as they, like, are, because, like, you'll have vision and stuff. So green makes the walls move. Alright, so that's done. We'll just basically wait for walls to stop moving here. Alright, so you come across a small red mushroom. Ouch! Your stomach hurts. So some of these mushrooms are actually bad for you, obviously, so you have to be very careful of them. So small red mushrooms are something to avoid, obviously. We just have a small pink mushroom, so now everything's basically, funny colors. Come across a just looking green mushroom, so we'll just avoid it. That's great. There's a ball of beer. Very nice, we avoid that one. And we come across a small pink mushroom again, so everything's basically full of color. And sure, let's go this way, get the beer over here. I'm not sure I want to necessarily go right down, right? So I'm not, by the way, 5 does not make you wait, so you have to watch out for that, whatever. You suddenly feel very afraid of lizards, apparently. What does that mean, I wonder? Alright, we took a small red mushroom and ate it, so we hurt ourselves, unfortunately. And now everything's basically pretty colors. Pretty colors. Alright, let's just get out of here. So, you climb down. And it looks like these mushrooms are different colors here. Now, I'll note this kind of hard for me to basically tell with colors, because, like, the screen's very small, and you'll just see how small it basically is on my, like, computer when I basically, like, get to the end of this. But, this is essentially how this game basically plays, by the way. You basically, like, you run around, like, deciding what's the best path basically sort of pursue. And I thought about possibly, like, spotlighting this game, but at the same time, I felt it was, like, a little bit too, how can I put it? It's, like, a little bit too, like, so to speak. Like, there's not, like, a whole lot basically to it. You come across a small blue mushroom, apparently. Yum, your vision blurs. What? How did you get here? So I guess blues basically teleport us. Alright, so that's good to know. Let's wait for us to go out. We ourselves a green mushroom here. That's fine. So far, it's no, like, enemies basically popping, which is good for us. I ate a large red mushroom and I have a vision, apparently. On the bar, it's very hard to distinguish, like, large from, like, small, so. Whoop! I just teleport again. Same with, like, the blue, by the way. That's something, no, bar. You never want to have, like, blue on, like, black, because it makes it so damn difficult to basically tell, like, where the black, stuff is. I just noticed there's actually a lizard on my tail, by the way. So, we have a small green lizard right here. Ouch, that hurts apparently. So we got some blue mushrooms around me here. They might teleport me in a moment. Now I'm not really sure if, like, the lizards are, like, hallucinations or not, so that might be what they basically are. So you have, like, a pink lizard over here now. And well, let's just go this way a little bit. Our health is poor apparently, because like we've taken so many injuries from like eating mushrooms by stuff. So apparently I've had 2 visions, by the way. It seems like a good time to basically drink some like beer, so let's try drinking some beer. You have 8 bottles of beer. Want to drink one? Yes. So you feel better. I assume that drinking like beer makes us a little bit better, so we'll see how that basically goes. So you come upon a delicious looking red large mushroom. Yum, you have a vision that guides your way. Ow. So looks like there is beer basically back there, so look at the beer. Let's drink some more beer, because why not? Oh, we teleport over here. I just got trampled by the lizard again, but whatever. You come upon a delicious looking large green mushroom. So these make the walls basically move apparently. Just like the regular mushrooms. And it looks like they last a lot longer, the effect for like the large mushrooms as opposed to like, the other ones. So in our vision, there's a small blue mushrooms right there. And let's just keep going. So I go down, and we have a delicious looking large pink mushroom, which makes like lots and lots of pretty colors everywhere. Pick up the ball of beer for later use. There's a large red mushroom again. As you can see here, there's not a whole lot basically to say about just like this specific roll-up besides like you eat mushrooms and like it's basically all about like trying to figure out like what the best path basically to take is. So I do like they did like you have like these like mushrooms that sort of like they don't necessarily like block you, but they sort of like determine like what's the best way to basically go forward. I like this idea of like you have to basically pick your poison, so to speak, because like that basically leads to like some interesting ideas, like what's the best way of like getting forward without like killing yourself. So apparently like I am like feeling better with like lots of this like beer here. Apparently I stumble because like at this point we're so drunk we're like stumbling around. There's in our vision. There's some more beer. Apparently purple lizard trampled me. Pink lizard tramples me there. Wow, that was useful. And you can see like sometimes you eat the mushroom, sometimes you don't, so it's like And yeah, I'm guessing that the lizards are like hallucinations for your character to sort of experience. You have to sort of like walk away around them. So I climb down again. Teleport over here, because why not? Take that beer. Let's drink some beer. Oh, so apparently divisions can actually lead you to the staircases. That's useful. Let's wait for stuff to appear here. So yeah, psychedelic, you know, basically, so... You find a bottle of beers. You gulp the booze down in one huge sip. What the? Where are you? What happened? So, I guess we are actually getting to that point where we're actually, like, you know, deciding, like, you know, hey, let's just, like, you know, drink beer. Black out. Go elsewhere. So yeah, we're actually drinking so much beer at this point, we're actually starting to black out from all the, like, you know, beer we've consumed, I guess. Now, is this way down? No stairs down here, so nope. Let's avoid that for now over there. Teleport over here is a yellow lizard right there, apparently. That's a magic lamp. Interesting. You come upon a magical lamp. Without much of a conscious thought, you snatch the lamp and examine its shiny gold greatness. As you gaze at the new treasure, you notice a patch of dirt on it, and carefully you rub it. With your thumb, suddenly a bright white light erupts in your lamp and bathes you in warmth for a second, before you suddenly feel yourself cast through spaces to destinations unknown. Press enter to continue. Congratulations, you've guided Alan to his first great thing on his mythical journeys of curiosity, and his first successful journey has come to an end. Press enter to continue. Please enter following the character dump for just press enter for dump text. Okay, so done. And we got black screen because basically you just access, like, you know, access right out the program. Alright, so this is sort of like throw it out basically for you guys to basically see. I'm just gonna see if this works here. Alright, so great, you're basically seeing my like desktop right now. So I'll note that basically the game I was basically playing here, so you can see, like, you know, what I was basically playing it with. No, we're not going to do that, so I went the wrong thing, didn't I? Yes, I did. So we'll go in here, we'll go right there. So I want to note that when I was basically like playing this game, that's basically what the window for this game basically looks like. And I was basically playing this game via like the, what do you call it? OBS window right here. Let's see if I can actually do this right here to basically show it off. But basically there's like a window capture function basically for this, like, you know, thing here. And you can basically just capture like a window for like your thing here. And want to basically expand it so, like, you know, it's like bigger like this. How I was basically playing this game is I basically had the window capture on for, like, you know, OBS. And essentially I was basically like playing with like the OBS, like, you know, window right here for like this game, because trying to play with like this thing, like, it's too small. And if I was basically trying to, like, you know, like expand it, you'll notice that basically like it like, you know, warps the text here by, like, you know, everything and everything. So these like windows are basically, they're very finicky, and you can't really, like, you know, mess with like the windows at all. But whatever, that's basically it for, like, you know, Alan's psychedelic journey, basically. Basically, as a game, I was thinking about, you know, it was a cool game, but it suffers from, like, you know, having like sort of like a lack of, like, you know, anything besides just, like, you know, running into mushrooms and stuff like that. So it didn't really fit my teeth, like, you know, a game to really spotlight, so I decided not to. But it's an interesting experience for nonetheless. So I want to basically show it off. There you go for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and like you'll probably possibly see me like do this in the future, where like just basically like a game I want to basically show, and after I basically use like the OBS window to basically do it. But whatever. For now, hope you guys basically enjoy and take care.